Alright, I'm going to start you guys out with some statistics. In 1950, averagely, baseball players making about, at most, $100,000. Today, that is equivalent to 800 grand. Today, baseball players are making about $2.4 million. Our average human being in the United States is 40,000. Doesn't that seem wrong to you? Well, I, Olivia Beals, am going to tell you a little bit about why professional sport athletes are making too much money. The objectives I'm going to go over are their lack of education, how they spend their money, their fans, and how they are role models. Alright, so for their education, for their degrees for the most part are easier than, let's say, one of that of a doctor. So do they deserve the money that they are making that of a doctor, like more than they are making than a doctor? Some don't even have degrees. So again, do they deserve the money that they're having with no education or very little education? How they spend their money is a really big factor too. They're spending too much too fast. Their career is a great basis for how their life is going to be. This is not a forever thing unless you're someone like Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal, someone who is like epic and they're going to be able to make money on clothes lines and commercials. For the most part, that is not the case, and that they have to save about $2 million by the end of their career to have $80,000 annually for the rest of their life. Even though that seems like a lot of money at first, that money can go away really shortly. They spend their money much more grandly though, at first, especially in their first year. They'll start spending money on houses, cars, jewelry, all kinds of things because they have this like all of a sudden shock of having all of this money that maybe they're not used to. A big problem is their fans. Fans look up to these people and think that they are like almost godlike and have an addiction to the game. They spend about almost $100 on each game just by like getting the tickets, getting food, getting fan supply. For example, in the Penn State situation with Sandusky and Paterno, the fans were more concerned about how is our team going to be affected by this than the boys that were affected. Lastly, are these people role models to our kids and to our other people growing up? These people are mostly selfish. For example, Clinton Portis refused to start going to some of his trainings and meetings because he was not happy with the $7 million contract. Also, a lot of these people have criminal records, such as Kobe Bryant for rape and Michael Vick for dogfighting. Are these the kind of people that we want our kids to be looking up to? Alright guys, now that I've told you all of this, I hope you can take a look better at what you're watching, and I hope you will think next time you spend $100 on a Buccos game.